Yes, alright, the lads. Welcome back to Cossy's Arsenal podcast. My name is Cossy. Good morning, good evening, good afternoon, wherever you are watching from in all parts of the world. We are back again with another one. Beautiful, beautiful morning. It is a little bit shining, and I'm planning on going out, like traveling a little bit. So I'll be back later with the match predicted lineup for Manchester City, combined 11. Manchester City, I'm looking for a Manchester City fan to get an opposition preview. Definitely I will get them, and then we will do the preview later in the evening. We'll discuss more transfer news later in the night, as well as the Arsenal takeover. I'll try to get some guests on so that we can actually discuss the takeover in depth. So this early morning we discuss transfers. As always, we do discuss transfers early in the morning. We always get that early insight in what is happening with the club, who have we been linked with, and what is happening with with the incomings and outgoings at the same time. Now, Lyon have come out and confirmed that they have not received any official bids. However, Spurs are not going to sign Houssem Aouar. Arsenal are reportedly preparing a bid, and it is incoming for Houssem Aouar. It could be an initial loan deal with an obligation to buy. We're going to be discussing that. Meanwhile, Ronaldo is linked with Manchester City, with journalists like Fabrizio Romano saying this one is a deal that that is actually going to go through. So Arsenal have been linked with Raheem Sterling. I'll try to dive into a little bit of that, but I don't think it really makes a lot of sense for me. It doesn't make a lot of news, but we'll dive into Sterling to Arsenal and see whether it is a possibility. Romano saying that he has worked with Mikel Arteta, so there is some connection. Yes, you do understand, but I don't really get it why Arsenal would go for Raheem Sterling, or why Sterling would go for Arsenal, which would be the better way to put it. All right, Crystal Palace are in for Edin Ketia, £11.5 million plus add-ons. Talks are advancing. That's according to football.london. We're gonna be looking at that and see as well as Luka Jovic, another man that I really love so much in terms of strikers. Luka Jovic linked with Arsenal. Would I take Luka Jovic? Yeah, I would definitely take Luka Jovic. We're gonna be discussing that and more. Please make sure you're seated, you've smashed like button. Our like target is 350 likes. Recently we've been hitting a lot of 400 likes. That is good. That is impressive. I need to upgrade my quality of the streams, and I'm gonna do that in the next 48 hours. Right, let's get the party started. So to begin the party, which better place to begin the party than Raheem Sterling and Cristiano Ronaldo sagas? Of course, that have actually pulled Arsenal into the mud. Now, what is happening is Cristiano Ronaldo could be the striker that Pep Guardiola is going to be using. Now that's gonna make him one of the best managers in the world, because he will have managed Messi, who is in my opinion the best in the world, and then Ronaldo, who is in my opinion one of the best in the world still. So it would be very great to see Cristiano Ronaldo in the Premier League, definitely, especially under Pep Guardiola. I'm not interested in that. What I'm interested in is, with Jack Grealish coming into the side and Manchester City not moving on any players, if they add Ronaldo, they will have to move on a player or two. Now, the rumors or the reports had initially suggested that the player that will move on will be Gabriel Jesus. So they had suggested that Gabriel Jesus will be the player that moves on from Manchester City to Juve, but it looks like it's not gonna be like that. Juve are more interested in getting in Moise Kean from Everton as the goal getter, as the new goal scorer. And now the option that is left with the option that is left is to sell the likes of Riyad Mahrez, who I think is absolutely untouchable, especially with what a season he had last season and what a season he has already started to have this season. Raheem Sterling is the other that could actually move on, as well as Bernardo Silva, with Pep Guardiola already coming out and confirming that a couple of his players want to leave. Raheem Sterling and Bernardo Silva have been linked closely to Arsenal. Now, my opinion is Raheem Sterling will never want to come to Arsenal. He will never agree to come to Arsenal. He doesn't want to drop out of the Champions League, certainly, to a club that doesn't have Champions League. If he's going to leave, And that's the problem with English players. If he's going to leave, where does he go? Where does he go? I don't know. But Raheem Sterling has been linked with Arsenal. What are your thoughts on that? Let me know down in the comments below. I'm not really optimistic. I don't think a deal will go through. Houssem Aouar, Fabrizio Romano yesterday, in the evening. Definitely I couldn't do the story because I had already planned to do the Lucas Torreira and William thing. And thanks everybody who has watched that and hit the like button there. It also means a lot. Now what is happening with the Houssem Aouar there is Lyon already offered the player to Arsenal and Spurs. Spurs are apparently in advanced talks actually with one player in the names of Moriba. So they are in advanced talks. So they're actually not interested in taking Houssem Aouar as their priority. Realistically, the only option left for Houssem Aouar is Arsenal. Atletico Madrid don't want him. Juve don't want him. Madrid don't want him. Barcelona are not interested, and Spurs, because it was a battle of two, Spurs and Arsenal, Spurs are also out of it. Now at the moment it is either Arsenal or he stays at Lyon. Jean-Michel Aulas wants him out. Now this is what is interesting. Sorry for that if it hurt your ears. What is more interesting now is Jean-Michel Aulas is no longer protecting the player. Because recently we've had him, strongly defending his players. He's gonna stay. There is nothing. There's no official bid. Things like that. It's different. The words of Jean-Michel Aulas are very clear. There is no official bid. There is no official offer for Houssem Aouar, but we expect one in the coming days. He wants him out. He wants him out. It is reported that the player has settlement problems, and is also having attitude problems at Lyon at the moment. The French side would want to kick him out as soon as possible. So Arsenal apparently preparing to go in for Houssem Aouar with a very cheap, with a very cheap bid and a very cheap offer, and I think we will get him. It's gonna be the bargain of the summer when we get Houssem Aouar. Less than 25 million euros. How about that? That would be good business. Because we are losing Willian. Corinthians are apparently willing to offer him 3 million in wages. I've not confirmed that, but I've seen it. Making rounds. I don't know how true that is, but with Willian going and Lucas Torreira leaving as well, probably we might have some room to add a player, and maybe that could be Houssem Aouar. Let us wait patiently and see what actually comes out of the closed doors. Now still talking about incomings and closed doors, Arsenal have been offered the opportunity to sign striker Luka Jovic, one striker that was very connected with the footballing world, at entering Frankfurt, made his move to Real Madrid. Things didn't work out, went back to Germany, and it looks like whenever he's in Germany, things do work out. At Madrid, things have not worked out. I don't know if you would take Luka Jovic, but he's one of the strikers I do love. I don't love him because he scores many goals, because he has not done that at Real Madrid on a bigger stage and on a bigger level. But I just love his build and his format as a striker. Just like you'd see Ole Watkins. I do love Ole Watkins a lot. But I don't think that's a transfer that would happen this summer. I think Alexander Lacazette is focused to staying on Arsenal. I also think Aubameyang is also focused on staying on Arsenal. So it looks like Nicola Pepe, the man with the little umbrella in his face, is going to be the third option when we are looking for goals. So that's gonna be our front three or front four with Saka. I don't see Arsenal getting a striker, maybe next summer. Do smash a like on the video right about now. Do subscribe to the channel again. It really means a lot, people. Thanks everybody for watching in and tuning in. Edin Ketia, there is an offer for Palace, 11.5 million. Patrick Vieira would love to take him at Crystal Palace. I wouldn't stand in his way. 11.5 million is very far from the valuation Arsenal have in the player. Arsenal would be looking to get around 20 million euros from the player. 11.5 is still very far, but we wait to see what actually happens out of that. My name is Cossy. I'll speak to you in the next one. Do smash a like on the video, do subscribe to the channel, and tell me in the comment section what exactly do you think will come out of the Arsenal Manchester City game.